good morning. We've had a bottle and a bath and a good night, and nice weight gains this morning for little turnip, which is a really good sign. So thought I'd talk a little bit about their stories and how they ended up orphaned. A few folks have been asking about that. So what you're seeing right now, before I get into that, is normal beaver playtime. They do have sharp teeth, and if a beaver really wanted to do some damage, they could. The biggest thing that we're having to watch right now is to make sure that Tater, who is much bigger than Turnip, doesn't get a little too rough. So we're spending a lot of time supervising and stepping in if we need to. But Turnip is turning out to be super tough and being so far so good, being able to handle it. And the benefits of being together are so important that, it's a give and take situation. So they're getting along great. They're bonding. This is beaver playtime. Totally normal. It's just making sure that little Turnip can handle the play. And so far so good. So Tater was the first kit that came to us, and what we know is it was up in North Mississippi, and the finder called the Wild Again Rehabilitation Wildlife Organization and said that they saw this little beaver kit alone and were able to rescue it before their dog got it. So that's all we really know. She came in scared. This one is probably one of the most nervous little kits that I've ever seen. And Wild Again was able to get Tater stabilized, and his name while he was at the Wild Again Center was Johnny, which is super cute. But we felt that Tater and Turnip worked out really good for them. And we do not know why he was orphaned. We don't know what role the dog may or may not have played. But we do know that when Wild Again was able to get him safe and stable, he was transported to us. And little Turnip came to us from the middle of Mississippi, so in the center part of the state. And the person who found Turnip decided that they wanted to keep Turnip. And they did call a rehabber and ask about some care for the beaver kit, of which the rehabber said, first of all, it's illegal to keep wildlife, and also that, little ones like this need specialized care. But that person decided that they were going to keep it. And it was unfortunate because that person had little Turnip for 5 days, and during that 5 days, it was only given some apple slices and not soaked in water, and that's how little Turnip developed. You gotta be careful. Developed pneumonia, and of course is just lucky to be alive. And so Central Mississippi Wildlife Rehab was able to ultimately get the kit and treat it for the pneumonia and get it somewhat stable and get it down to us. So that's where we're at. We have a very malnourished little kit who had an incredibly rough start. Even well-intentioned people who want to do the right thing, sometimes it's a tough situation. I understand, you see this cute little thing and you think, oh, I want to, save it. But unfortunately, in this case, that was a very selfish decision and almost led to the death of him. And he's still not out of the woods yet. We still have to be very, very careful. So in all situations, when you find a wild animal that is struggling, whether it be a baby or adult, calling these wildlife rehabilitation centers is the way to go. They have the resources, they have the knowledge, and it's in the best interest for the animals. So keep sending those good thoughts out. Again, both are doing great. Right here, Turnip is on this little heat pad. I'm having to make sure that Turnip gets lots and lots of opportunities to stay warm, eating great, gaining weight, everything we want to see. And these guys are bonding, and we're on our way. Thanks again.